Hello, this is MedDiary user training for healthcare providers. In this training session, we will review how to register a new patient and then how to assign a care plan to that new patient. So the first thing you'll do is log into your account and then click on the My Patients tab, which is where you have indicated all the patients connected to your account. So to add a new patient, you click on the Add New Patient button, and then you perform a search for the patient who you want to add. So I'll make up a patient name here and information. So you need name, date of birth, gender, and email ID. So then what we do is click on Search Patient, and the system will return whether or not that patient is already registered with MedDiary. If they're not, then you are in essence adding them and registering them to the MedDiary system. Obviously you want to get their approval, the patient's approval, before you do that. If the patient is already registered with MedDiary, then you're not adding them to MedDiary at that point, you're simply connecting with them through the system. In this case, we don't have that patient registered, so I will add them to the database. And so now I can go and click on the patient I just entered, Jim Brown, and you'll see that Jim is not yet activated with me as his provider. So once Jim hypothetically approves me to view his information, then this activation status changes to yes and then green. So in the time being, I am locked out of viewing the care team members, generating reports, generating or viewing alerts, and then also generating or viewing messages with this patient. However, I can still assign a care plan to the patient. That way, when the patient does register and set up their account through the app, they'll already have a care plan assigned to them. So I will select Crohn's disease in this case, and we require a start date and a stop date for our care plans. Much like you would prescribe anything else to a patient, it's most likely for a limited duration. We'll just say a year. And then what you do is you click on the name of the care plan, and what we're going to do now is look at the details within the template of the care plan. So you see for this particular condition, Crohn's disease, we have the patient monitoring what they eat, several nutrient values here. And if you want to add target low, target high values, you can do that. You would simply, if you want to add target low and high to zinc, you would unselect zinc and then search for it again, click on it, and then select a high and low value. Let's say 15 to 45. For this condition, we want them to monitor their bowel movements, those particular attributes of bowel movements. Here's the list of symptoms that we have assigned to that care plan. And if something's not relevant to the patient in that condition, then you would simply deselect it. Otherwise, you can certainly search for additional symptoms that you want the patient to track, and I'll just add one. Medications, you can search medications and find anything you want. Just going to click on something here. Let's say 1 capsule daily, once a day. Again, start and stop date range. And then instructions on how to take the medication. And then you would save that. And all that information is then sent automatically to the patient's mobile device. And then on down here, we don't have many things to track measurement-wise for Crohn's, but we do have temperature and weight. So if you wanted to add something to it, you could simply click on it. and then monitoring sleep and activity are important for this disease. So we'll hit save at that point. And what we're doing now is we just added that care plan to the coordinated care plan for this patient. And so multiple providers can each assign a care plan to a patient, which we then aggregate all together into one single coordinated care plan for the patient. So at this time, because I'm not yet activated as a provider, I can only see the care plan that I've assigned personally to this patient. And so now when that patient registers and completes the registration process for the app, you will be activated and they will have access to the care plan that you just assigned to them. Thank you.